Double hernia surgery at age 75. This is my story. And I've had about very little surgeries ever done, and this one was tough. But they did a laparoscopic, which they put one hole through your belly button and one hole on each side of your stomach, where they have a camera and two instruments to put mesh in and sew you up where you have holes in your stomach lining. Well, mine started out, I had no pain whatsoever. And just one morning I woke up, went to the bathroom, getting dressed, and I looked down on my left groin side and I said, man, why am I swollen so bad? No hurt. But then when I would do a little bit of exercise, which isn't much, maybe 10 minutes in the morning, it would swell and get larger, still no pain. And at night, when I laid down, you wake back up and it's very, very flat. Well, what was happening was my intestines was coming through a fairly large hole through my stomach, and if it gets stuck in there, it can be very severe and very, very bad. But that I did not know. But I had trouble going to the bathroom for about 3 weeks before that. And normally I can go in and out of the bathroom 4 or 5 minutes. Well, a few times I was in there for 30 minutes, and the strain and trouble was unbelievable. You think you're going to split in half. And they said that was due to intestines getting pinched in your stomach wall. So I went in to the hospital and they did the procedure. Thank goodness I was still had a lot of sedatives and wasn't feeling any pain at that time. Well, my wife drove me home, had to help me out of the vehicle, help me up the stairs. You can't do any bending, anything, and they give you stool softener, and you definitely want to take it, because it took me like 4 days before I finally went to the bathroom. And I had to kind of push a little, and you don't want to push much because you don't want to tear no stitches or nothing out. But if it wasn't for the stool softener, I'd say it would have been super, super bad. And it was bad enough as it was. But getting in and out of bed, wife had to help me in bed and help me out of bed, because I literally, after having your stomach muscles cut on, I could not pull myself up to set up, and the pain was great for the first 3 days. And that was taking pain medication and still under some of the pain medication they gave me from the hospital. But about 3 days later, I did the very first day, I did walk around some, because they said don't lay on the couch and do nothing, walk as much as you can. So I did walk so much, and I had an ice packet I kept on my stomach, and I'd keep it on there 15-20 minutes as I was walking around. I'd do that about 3-4 times a day, because you'll see when you get the bruising and stuff, and mine wasn't real bad. And I'd say the way my pants felt, I felt like I swelled up probably 2 to 4 inches, because you couldn't get your pants together for nothing. And whenever you sat down, you couldn't have them buttoned anyway because it hurt too much. But I had trouble getting up and down and sitting around, so I walked quite a bit. By the end of the 3rd and 4th day, I was actually able to halfway get myself in and out of bed and actually dress myself. And the pain was still there, but it wasn't bad. Still hurt. And then each day I just got a little bit better and a little bit less pain. And did a lot of walking. And every so often you would get a pain or like a few times when I bent a little more than I should, I would get a sharp burning pain right down my leg into my kneecap when I tried to get up out of bed, because I was straining to get up out of bed by myself. But it'd be gone as soon as you got up. But I go back for my 2 weeks checkup in 2 more days. But you don't want to do any lifting, pushing, pulling, anything. They even told me minimum of 4 weeks to 6 weeks, don't even lift anything as heavy as a gallon of milk. I did walk up and down the steps after about the 4th day, very carefully. Did start doing little things around the house, not much, but you got to be careful of a lot of pulling, bending, pushing. Last thing you want to do is reopen or re-tear something and have to have it all taken back out and new put in. That would be super bad. But it's rough, and it's just a long time to get healed back up. I do woodworking and general stuff around the house, and right now I can't do anything except even sitting here is uncomfortable. But I try walk around and do whatever's necessary. The more you walk, the better off you are. And this just gives you an idea of what it's like to go through a double hernia operation. And day by day, and it takes you a good 3 days just to start feeling halfway decent, and then, at least for me, and then by the end of 10 and 12 days, you're able to, like I said, dress yourself, do everything necessary to take care of yourself.